We the realest try. You know, we came up with a name finally.
Finally,
Logo. Yeah, I know, right?
uh,
Logo coming soon. I'm pure and
wow.
a Rico Suave. Yeah, so we gonna get right into it. This week's manga review is 1055. Suave, what's your thoughts on it so far?
I mean, I think it's interesting where Oda decided to go with things, especially. I think we should just break it down in parts. So we got the ancient weapon, Pluton, where that was leading up. We found some more information about Wano, the country, how it used to be in the past. I thought that was all kind of like, I know it was useful information, but kind of unuseful. Like, I didn't need to know that the rain covered all this. I was trying to figure out where is this Pluton at. You kind of told me it was just in the bottom. You know what I mean? So the history was like, okay, that's this. Let's just get to the point. But I thought the interactions were funny. I thought Robin asking, "Law, are you a hyena? Did you smell my scent?" That was funny. I liked that his like retort back where he was like, "Nah, I just noticed y'all weren't here, and I just kept like jumping around until I, you know what I mean, basically
Yeah.
found you." So that was kind of funny too. But that was kind of that its own thing. Uh, we got Momo fighting Green Bull, the continuation. We find out that Luffy and the others were actually like aware this was happening and kind of was like, all right, let's see Momo kind of, do his own thing right now. Uh,
Yeah.
Shanks Haki, that was epic. Shanks Haki
Dope.
was like, basically calling out Green Bull for being a little, without,
Like scared the cat that you gonna
yeah,
kick
man.
kids when they down? Nah,
Yeah, yeah.
you know I'm around.
He said, "Are you that afraid of the new generation?" You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that yeah, Shanks did that thing, when your mom back in the day used to just go on the balcony and scream your name and you could hear it from anywhere in the
Yeah,
world. That's what Shanks just did.
yeah. That shit was epic to me, and then we ended it off with Luffy kind of like saying, "Oh, I recognize that hockey," and his crewmates, some of his crewmates were standing there with him, Sanji, Zoro, and Jinbei.
Yeah.
So I think in terms of like what was the cool points of it was these his crewmates noticed Shanks hockey too. They're getting better at it that they can even feel when people are coming, just like Luffy, you know what I mean, or stronger hockeys.
Mhm.
That was pretty dope. I thought Momo fighting was pretty dope, even though Momo, kind of like did his best and stuff. But Green Bull kind of hinted like, I'm done playing around now. And that was interesting to me. Like, I thought Momo was actually keen on doing a pretty good job, and he's like, "All right, this was just playing. Like, I'm really about to attack you." So I just want to see what Green Bull could potentially do, especially what we're talking about, like awakening devil fruits and shit. Like, let's see what this forest fruit. To me, it was already kind of cool how he was walking
Yeah.
around, restoring everything. Like, I could kind of already picture some of the things he could do with this power. That's why I'm like, all right,
Yeah, and then he was fire resistant. He's like, "Oh, flame proof
that was
forest." I'm like, "Wow, what forest is flame proof?" Well,
like,
maybe a rainforest. I don't know. I'm not up on my
yeah.
forest.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting because I was thinking the same thing. Like, fire should immediately stop this guy,
Mhm.
and nah, he was just like, the Navy, works on this type of thing. So it makes me think like, if Sabo could potentially get strong enough to defeat Magma, because Ace wasn't strong enough with his fire. That
True.
might be hinting towards is like you can have the ability to get stronger with your what is that, weather ability, whatever, but
Yeah, he can unlock the true ability of
only
it.
like nature abilities or like that type of fruit.
Ooh, it might be an awakening. That might be the Logia awakening we haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
Maybe it gives them resistant to what they're weak against. That would be dope.
I could see that, especially if you think about where we're at right now with the chapter and how there's a lot of more stuff coming. I could see Oda kind of dropping some things, which is up to us to observe. How things change. Um,
Yeah.
so I could see him teasing like this could be his awakening,
Yeah.
especially when we saw him turn into that tree. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the tree man, he changed his whole body and all that.
I could see it, especially when we got to that point.
Yeah, and especially everybody, like you said, everybody recognizing Shanks's hockey. Now I see that I'm just like, oh, okay, so they are learning. Like I was just like, they just been going with the flow the whole time, and I'm like, okay, so they're actually understanding
Yeah, yeah,
how everything goes.
that's what stood out for me too. Was like that's what I meant. Like they're actually picking up on this stuff, and
Yeah,
I think it was interesting that we didn't really. I mean, I know he's setting sail to Barto, John. But I kind of feel like this war could have been ended short. I do get that feeling like this was supposed to be a little longer, and especially with in Japan, the One Piece Red movie drops like next week, I think. And,
Oh
and
man, I'm
it,
gonna have
it,
to fly out.
yeah, so just be aware. Spoilers, try to avoid shit. 'Cause we're not going to get it until like the end of the summer, but yeah,
Not even then. We'll probably get it in freaking winter.
yeah, no, no, you're right about that. But I know that a lot of people are saying on the community is like Oda ended this war early because he wanted to tie in somewhat a little bit of red into the manga, so we might be getting some like Luffy and Uda flashbacks or something like that. Because he
Mm,
did even say that the cartoon is gonna stop, and it's gonna be some filler stuff of Luffy and Film Red and stuff. So
yeah,
he's not saying the whole shit is canon, just parts. Like the backgrounds of the characters, probably.
yeah, and the new forms. Maybe. Yeah, I'm mad that the new form is going to come out in the film Red because in all their previous movies, it's like, oh, that's how they introduced Gear 4 and everything, like
Yeah,
Steak Man, and it was just like, oh, instantly like that, no big build up. It was just there for like a minute or two, and then it was gone again. It was like
you
my
gotta
mind is
yeah, you
blown.
gotta build towards that. Like to me, it's like it shouldn't even be a question why that shouldn't be in the film. Like it has an iconic moment of when that scene appears. Let's
Yeah,
yeah, let's leave it to the iconic moment that it has. Because to me, when he pulls that new ability out or awakens, that's like mind blowing in itself. So you don't got to touch with that. Just get there. Just get to that point. That's it. It's gonna take a little. I think this was all profit, JP. They just trying to be able to put that design on a shirt and be like, or on a figure and be like, look, look, look. You know what I mean? And start marketing it earlier than what it should be.
hmm. Nah, I feel you on that. Yeah, they starting to sell shirts like that.
Like they just trying to get something out on the market now of it, which it shouldn't. It's like just wait. You know what I mean? Just wait on it.
Yeah, because like even when he turned into Gear 4 Snake Man, oh man, I get chills every time I watch that video because
Yeah,
oh the snaky smoke, oh it was like ooh. And
I just rewatched that arc, Katakuri and Luffy, and
hmm.
that's so when he pulled out Snake Man, it's like oh snap.
Oh, is it dubbed yet?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I gotta hear the
I
voices.
went back and started watching. Like I finished the Dofi arc, I finished the animal arc. You know what I mean? Zoe. And then
Yeah.
I got into that arc, and then I'm almost done Whole Cake, but I'm telling you, man, the dub feels a little weird in hearing
Yeah, I'm used to the Japanese voices. It
some of the
doesn't sound
characters.
right.
You just like, why do you sound like that, dog? You're not supposed to sound like this. Like, this
I'm
is
always go back to the Frankie voice. I'm like, he does not sound how he looks.
hey, super. Like,
Like super,
yeah,
yeah.
like supposed to. So
In Japanese, they actually make him sound like a pervert,
yeah, yeah,
like he's supposed to be. But let's
yeah.
get back to the manga. For me, yeah, I like how Momo was trying to keep Yamato from jumping in the fight, even though Yamato is getting grabbed by Green Bull. She just like, all right, I'm not gonna fight,
Mhm,
and Momo's like, yeah, we need to be able to take care of these people ourselves, and that's why I was like, oh, I'm glad. That's what I was thinking in the last chapter, but
mhm.
I'm like, yeah, he mentioned it in this chapter, so I was like, yep, that's exactly what I was hoping he would say. Look,
Yeah, because he's a man now. So now it's like you got to protect your own land. Luffy not gonna always be here to protect you. So
yeah,
he's showing that, and even think about it. Yamato's fruit is like the was supposed to be the protector of Wano, but
mm,
even in that statement, he could be referring to her leaving and going with the Straw Hats, and him saying like, I got to be able to protect this land. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
that's
don't
true.
fight because I need to. You're gonna go. I need to be able to handle my own shit.
Yeah, when y'all are gone, it's like I gotta be that, and I like how they,
I respect him for that. I respect Momo for that.
yeah, and how he got the blast breath
Hmm.
finally to work. Ooh,
He's gonna figure out how to be able to be like Kaido. He's gonna figure out how to use it, fly. He's gonna figure all that out.
yeah.
and I think that's what they meant when they're like when they were told like Momo one day in the future is going to be a great kingdom. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? When they do
Yeah,
that,
exactly.
that's what I was picturing. Is like, yo, he's going to be like the ants, the opposite of Kaido. He's going to have all of Kaido's abilities, but just the opposite of that, John. Like, he's not going to
Yeah.
be vicious leader. I can see him turning to the man pink form. That would be dope.
Yeah. I can't wait for that. Um, what else? We went over Shanks, Momo. Yeah, them
And,
recognizing his hockey.
and the ancient weapons too. We went over.
Oh yeah, the ancient weapon and how the civilization is actually under the original civilization was underwater right now.
Like the
It's
Mayan
still
and stuff.
preserved. Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's filled by rainwater, but he says if Pluton comes up, the walls automatically fall too.
that's why I think it's a submarine. That's why I think it's a sub. I think it's the ancient weapon is some type of boat, that it's some type of submarine. And once you knock down the walls and stuff, the submarine's gonna be able to come up to the top.
But wasn't one of the other ancient weapons already a ship?
I don't.
Or am I thinking that's the Fishman Island one? It wasn't Hordy.
Yeah,
Uh,
the drones. I don't y'all small.
yeah, yeah. So is that an ancient weapon or is that just the ship that they was like, oh, that's
No, I
ancient?
think that was just like the ship they was
Okay.
to develop.
So
But
yeah, then it might be an ancient weapon then because yeah, because I'm guessing Joy Boy back in the day was also a pirate. So
yeah,
he had the ship, he had the weapon, he had somebody that could talk to the everything.
mm-hmm.
The voice of the all voice. What is it called? I
Yeah,
forgot.
voice of all things. I think it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, they had Frankie's pop was or step pop, whoever the fishman. He was the one that invented Pluton. That's why I think it's a ship. You know what I mean? Because he was a
Oh,
shipwright. Remember, Frankie burned his documents and it's like, I'm the last one that's going to remember Pluton. So they just circled back to that Pluton and said it's in Wano
I
and it's
see.
underneath. That's why I said there's got to be a ship. And if it's not a boat, it's got to be a submarine. But this is going to be something
Yeah,
dangerous. And
yeah,
I
I need
think,
to go
I
back.
think too. I mean, this might be me stretching, but I think too that's why they got Law in it too. Because for me, like it was interesting that scene. I mean, nothing really interesting happened, but just the characters in it. You got Robin doing her archaeological stuff, and then you got Law, who kind of just is interested in his own Willa D. What's this mean kind of thing. But
Yeah.
the fact that he is Trafalgar the law, you know what I mean, and his water in his name, Trafalgar, you know what I mean. So it's just
Oh,
interesting where they're going with him and his. But when I rewatched his origin, you seen that he's from like some type of water like village back in the days, and they got destroyed and stuff due to that the spots and stuff. Um, so I don't know. It's just interesting to me, and you know how he uses a submarine, and then
yeah, true.
submarine thing. So for me, it was just when I thought already, all right, this got to be a submarine. I was like, all right, I took it one step forward to okay, this has got to be something Law is gonna keep because he's the submarine dude. You know what I mean? His family his literally do that. Like that's what he's from. It's like they used to use submarines and stuff. Because I think he made a reference to that submarine or something like that. I know I've rewatched his origin and they showed something about a submarine and I was like, okay, I get it. This, you know what I mean?
Oh man, yeah, I need to go back because you be going back and having the freaking good explanations. That makes sense. And I was like, I just didn't want to say sub just because Law had a sub.
Yeah, no, I try to really look in and think and go back into it, try to see if I could find anything on it, and then I did. I found that Law people did have. I think I either seen it or I researched it, but I know I read it and I wrote it on my phone. Like it is a fact that Law people. That's how they used to get around was by submarines and stuff. So that's how he got that submarine type knowledge.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
And if
a
you think
penny
about it,
back
the
off
most
that
dangerous,
Pluton sub.
dangerous ship could be a submarine. You can't see it coming. Right.
Yeah, and that's why it's all the way underwater.
It's
Under.
just interesting. Like that is just dangerous. So it could be like that could be what they're talking about. Dangerous weapon that could take down any boat anywhere. You can't see it coming.
Yeah, and whatchamacallit. What I was thinking was when Kaido and Big Mom got hit underground into the lava,
Mm,
how do we know they're not still alive?
yeah. Now you see that's where. I'm confused of why Oda hasn't wrapped back into that. Like, where you
So
can't.
where did they go?
They're not dead. Like, I don't want to hear that they're dead. You know, you killed Orochi 12 times before Orochi was dead. You understand me? Orochi just kept popping back up. Like, I don't want to hear that these people are dead yet. They gotta be.
Yeah.
And the way you just like breezed past it, like, all right, week later. Like, what do you mean a week later? Where did these people go? They're just still melting in lava. Like, you got
Like, yeah, and even when they showed that in the manga, the whoever was in the lava, which was Kaido, they didn't show Big Mom in the lava. So I'm like, hmm.
mhm.
Even though they showed the whole going into the lava, I'm like, hold on, wait, where is she? Where's she at?
No, you're right. That's why I said there's. I always felt like Big Mom's arc isn't done. Kaido is done. I don't think. I think we
Yeah.
might get some more background information about Kaido, but he's not going to fight Luffy no more. I think Big Mom is next because Big Mom got some more interesting stuff she could tell us about her past. I want to know, did she eat a devil fruit? Did she not? Like, that's something that's interesting to me. Like how has the abilities with fire, the Zeus, the sword. To me, she could turn inanimate objects animate. So it's like I want to know, is that just something of your people's ability, or is that something that you can do just because you have a devil fruit, or is that someone that your family can do? Because I mean, even though I did watch Whole Cake, I feel like I got to go back and rewatch it again to see Big Mom's interaction with these inanimate objects and see was somebody creating that, or was that just her with her ability?
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna have to look it up in the future. Wait for the future. I think it's time that we bring in our next guest, Dean Seed, the third member of the Realest Try.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. What's going on, guys?
Yes, sir. So let's get into the next topic. Who is an overrated character that y'all think? Who I think is overrated, which is gonna be easy. What is Buggy?
I was gonna say that too.
Dog. It just pisses me off at how much control he has right
Yeah,
now. Like, why? I'm just like he's just. I mean, he's not overrated to the viewer, but he's overrated inside the freaking anime itself. Everybody that's in real power is actually like, nah, this man weak. He weak, but he got some powerful people under him, so I'm gonna talk to him a certain way
That's true.
to use him. And yeah, that just blows me. I think he's way overrated in the show.
The guy, Carol Sparrow, if I'm not mistaken, that's the boy that lick shit, right?
Oh my
I
god.
think he is the most overrated
the
person
the pedo
because
leak,
Pero
pedo
he's
leak.
ass. There's no way of me just that's it. He's just ass. Like every time they show him, I just look at it like, okay, what is he? He's not doing nothing but licking shit. And they got him always whooping Carrot's ass. He's always whooping his ass. Like at
he,
this point, Oda, stop putting the minks and him together. We get it. He's gonna whoop their ass. You did it like 4 or 5 times. You know what I mean? They're not gonna beat. We get it. Put him against Zoro. Let me see Zoro fight him. That's what I want to see. Let me see get his ass whipped real quick because he's not this strong guy, and he keeps saying, "Oh, I'm the first son of Big Mom. I'm
oh
gonna be
yeah.
next in charge."
Because
Like
he's
they're not,
always up
they're
Big
not
Mom's
even in the
ass
same
too.
league.
Yeah.
That's my rant. I feel like he's overrated.
I agree. I agree. I get tired of him too. I'm like, watch him fight Luffy. Luffy just gonna eat him.
Yeah, exactly. Like he did with that cracker guy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Katakora, he was eating the mochi. And if you got anything that looks like food, he gonna eat it. Like he don't.
Hey, he gotta try to win somehow.
Watch him find somebody with the meat fruit.
Oh,
Just automatic food. He's gonna be like meat. All right, who you think yours is, D?
Mine's probably gonna have to be Kid. I feel like Kid is kind of overrated.
that's
Agreed. Agreed.
Overrated. Like if you look at his crew and Luffy's crew is kind of like copy and paste in a way. And I don't know, Kid is like his character doesn't change. He's so like bland, like straightforward. Like
He's a
I don't know.
bootleg Vegeta.
Yeah, basically like a Vegeta and Bakugo, but without the character change. Cause Vegeta and Bakugo, they were always hyped up crazy, and then their character kind of like calm down when they realize some stuff.
Had some
Kid, I
real
don't think
growth.
he's not gonna realize nothing. He's gonna
I
stay.
mean, he had emotional growth, but no power growth. Really, it's just like,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
but it's either or though. There's no. I mean,
I think a
he thinks he's
boy,
better than Luffy too. So it's
yes.
like, but you're not. You're not even.
yeah, you ain't nowhere close. You ain't even got Conqueror's hockey yet.
I mean, the thing is,
But
I really don't
Luffy
like.
is
I
a
don't
mess.
like his devil fruit either. Like it's just he just brings all this metal and makes this big fist. Like I don't know. I don't find it cool at all. His
yeah,
devil fruit is cool though. I feel like his devil
the way
fruit.
he used it.
Yeah, well, no, just the way the fruit itself looks, it looks cool. I wish there would have been like a different power for that fruit because yeah, it doesn't match. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that's who I picked.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Kid is it's just the way I feel like it's the way he uses him and his attitude and his arrogance. I think that's what makes him so unlikable. You know,
Yeah.
because when you
Right.
hear like what his power is based off of, it's supposed to be something like kind of like Magneto, but he doesn't. He's not as cool as Magneto, so it doesn't feel the same. Like this guy's ass, and he's always loudmouth, and he's always obnoxious, and he's always cocky. And
He's real
he's
cocky.
over he's 0 for 4, and every time he has a 1-on-1 fight. So I just be getting so confused. Like why are you getting so hyped? Like you're good if you're old. I mean, you haven't won a fight
Right,
yet.
compared to Luffy and him, who has the most wins and who has
I
the
mean,
most.
I went back and saw the
You
Doflamingo
know,
arc, and something that stood out was at the end when Law and Luffy take out Mingo. Kid gets the papers, and he's sitting next to Apu, Hawkins, Killer, and himself, and they're talking about how they're gonna make their play on Shanks. Like now it's their turn. Y'all lost that. That was the start of y'all L's. You know what I mean? That was the start of this trip of L's that y'all started going on, taking down Yonkos. Meanwhile, Luffy already started doing his thing. Luffy, every time Luffy went against someone, he knocked him down.
He went against Big Mom by himself. He had a quarter of his crew and was messing her up.
Come on, yeah, that's true.
yep,
And Whole Cake, he did have a
exactly.
quarter of the
Not
crew.
everybody was kind of here and there around that arc.
Yeah. And I'm like, and Big Mom has what, millions of kids?
Yeah, at this
She
point,
do not swallow. But anyway.
at this point, she's an easy seed. You know what I mean?
In this case, she's the one in control. Because I mean, hey, she
Man,
got a
you
lot of
probably
baby
need to look at her when she get pregnant.
She got some baby daddy issues. Let's get on to our next topic. So, throughout the show, we learn some new stuff and things get introduced late, like hockey. And some characters don't show that they have it yet. So, who do y'all think should have hockey? And what type of hockey should it be that would help upgrade their fighting or just their skills, period? For me, I would say Nami. She would be
I was
dope.
Nami too.
With observation hockey,
Yes,
because her dream is to make the layout of the sea.
Hmm.
She
all the
yeah, map it out. And like if she could tell where everything is, she can already tell by the weather. She'd be like, all right, it's gonna go like this. And like she could see how the waves are, but it's like if she could really tap into observation hockey, she could like end up seeing the future. Like that's how Luffy upgraded his observation was fighting Katakuri, ended up seeing into the future over time. And she would be dope with that because she could sense all the coral and the seafloor and all that. It'd be easier for her to map. It'd be like a sonar, I guess, from my point of view.
basically like with the water too, like how G-Bay could kind of tell about the water, like she could get into depth with it too with the
She might
observation hotel.
she might
Yeah.
be able to code her aides when she sends them up to the sky and have that coded in the hockey as well. So in the light,
Ooh, that would be wild.
Or
with
like
some,
she can make Zeus hockey, like
yeah, I
Wow.
mean, why not? Zoro can turn his swords black. Like
yeah,
hockey used to
hockey,
be able
Uh-huh.
Imagine she can Zeus, that would be dope.
Yeah.
what's that guy's name with the makeup on the Wano crew? He's one of the samurai that betrayed them.
Ah,
Zero.
it's not
Yeah,
Conquer, bro.
he
Isn't
could
it?
turn his paintbrush all black. There's certain scenes where they pull their swords out and he has his paintbrush and he turns that all black. So that confirmed to me anything you touch or you got in your hands that you want to put conquer or coating on it, you could put
Yeah.
coating.
Armament hockey.
Yeah. You could put it on anything. So that's why I'm like, she should be able to put it on the egg, suck that up, and bring down like a lightning bolt of hockey. That shit would be crazy.
Yeah.
You want to go next, Nisha, or you want me to go next?
Nah, you go ahead, go ahead.
All right. So all right, so for mine, I'm gonna go. I wanted to go Law, but I'm not. I want to go Bartolomeo, and I think if Barto had, I think if Barto had like future sight and observation hockey, he'll be able to utilize his barriers so much better because then he would really know what's coming, what's coming next, and
Mhm.
where he needs to be at. So think about it like in terms of like what his role is. He's probably going to be pushed in a position to have to protect Luffy, where his quirk is necessary to get Luffy from this part of the battle all the way to the top, like he did in Dressrosa. You know, he'd be
Yeah.
useful in that type of situation. I can see if they do come back again, that's kind of where he would be at in a useful situation where he helps Luffy out. But if he had some type of hockey to go with it, I just think, man, we're talking about a whole different guy now because he already puts this barrier around his fist to imitate Luffy's punch. If he can put that with hockey and then punch you, you know what I mean? You're definitely getting knocked out. You could probably do one of like not as strong as Luffy, but probably be able to knock someone, clean down. And then you
Mhm.
got his barrier. He might be able to coat that in hockey. So imagine you trying to break through his barrier at that point. Like it might just be an invincible wall at that point.
Yeah, and his ability to focus it in one spot particular. Like, if imagine he's fighting somebody stronger, and it's like, oh, he's gonna punch me here, and even if he puts up his shield, it's gonna break through. But if he could just be like, all right, he's gonna punch me right here, I'm gonna only make the shield right here,
I'll
and
say
like focus.
Luffy, if he could
Yeah,
shoot
they be
his
doing that
barrier.
sometimes too, just focusing on certain areas.
Yeah, it will make it stronger so they don't break through.
I thought it would be cool if he could shoot his little barrier. Like if he put his hand out like that and be able to shoot it out to hit you real quick and bring the barrier back in. Like little stuff like that he could be able to do. Like I was kind of looking at Katakuri for Bartel, and I was like, yo, that future sight scene when he was breaking it down to Luffy. I was like, man, if Barto had something like that, he would be so much cooler with his barriers.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Well, Pure took mine, so
I didn't take nothing.
I really had the whole Nami thing, like exactly how you was gonna say it. That's how I was gonna say it too. I completely agree with that. But
So who's
I think it would be cool. Maybe if Chopper had a hockey.
yeah,
I think he'll be a cool one, but his probably would be more like a armor hockey because he could change to all these different forms. I imagine when he
Mhm.
turns into that fluff ball hockey, he could harden it and it could be like a kind of like a bowling ball in a way, like how hard it
Mhm.
is. I
Yeah,
think
he
that would
can
be
roll and knock people over.
yeah.
yeah, yeah, and even imagine like when he turns into his beast form too, he's just like all hockey. Like I think that would
Yeah,
be
he
dope. He'd be
hold
pretty
his
strong.
fist in the hockey.
And then
Like
when he turned into ninja form,
Yep.
martial
Yeah,
arts.
that's what that's what I would say for choppers. Mine's kind of corny because I mean, yeah, but
All
yeah.
right, well, we gotta move on to the next one.
yes, yes, yes. What's next?
All right, guys. Last week we did Whitebeard versus Kaido.
Yep.
Well, this week we're doing Crocodile versus Doflamingo.
Ooh,
Who do you think would win in a fight? Since Deanseed has been going last, you shall go
I'll,
first.
I'll go first. Um, I think Crocodile could beat him. If you think about like Dofi with the string fruit, he has to use the clouds to basically like use it. So all he will have to do is like maybe create like some sandstorms to block out the clouds, and then just kind of make like quicksand around him, and then like kind of how he did Luffy before Nico Robin had saved him.
okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
So we're assuming Crocodile has awakening at this point, right? Like Crocodile can awaken his devil fruit as well,
At this moment in time,
right?
all we know about the characters at this moment in time.
So now I got Doflamingo because Mingo, like something that was interesting watching back that fight was like a couple of times he got almost killed when Law put the injection shot at him and ruptured his insides, and then you find out like, oh, he was just weaving his insides together and doing damage, basically surgery on himself with his wires. Like at this point, like man is dangerous. Like man is dangerous. He
I forgot
literally
about
just
that.
keeps getting back up. Um, it's to me, Crocodile has great potential. And if we're going to speculate on awakenings, it's one thing, but he doesn't. We don't know that. It's not confirmed. And number two is his water. If he gets wet, like I can't see Crocodile trying to do surgery on himself with sand. Like you know what I mean? Like to me, it don't make sense. So I think Mingo. I think if Mingo awakens everything and just goes all out, I think Mingo could take Crocodile. I mean, especially I think Crocodile has like they said they crossed paths, right? And the Ace arc, I think that was our first little tease of both of them clashing.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
so. Yeah.
They both were warlords at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I hate to say it, but I'd go with the same with D said, Crocodile. Because
Yeah,
Crocodile
you can agree with me. It's okay.
no, but last week I agree with you. Anyway, Crocodile can turn into sand. Like he could just like you know how Dofi has the bird cage, but like he could slip through that joint and all that. It doesn't matter how much string he creates and how freaking I mean he could put hockey to it too, but now we haven't seen if Crocodile can use hockey, if he been using it the whole time.
I think they
So
said he knows hockey. I don't know that's true enough,
They
but
couldn't cut the
I've never
string.
seen him use it. I think.
but
Yeah,
then also like you said before he had poison in his
And his hook.
hook. Yeah. I couldn't think of the name. Excuse me. Uh so like if he hits Dofi one time, even though Dofi could stitch himself together, it's just like, but that poison ain't gonna come out.
bro.
Uh but I'm like but yeah, you made a good point with the stitching together. Like if he chopped
Yeah, I
off
forgot
some,
about that.
yeah, I'm like, oh, that's
I
kind of
forgot about that.
God mode right there. I'm gonna use my own power to make sure I'm
But
good.
that's gonna have to take him a minute, to try to, because it did, I think, take him a few minutes to try to do all that and stuff too. So by the time he tried to do that, he's already in the quicksand dying, So
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true too. Crocodile did make the sandstorms in Alabasta.
Yeah, he kind of showed up
yeah,
what
when he was
awakening
fighting
devil fruit
Lucy,
was without awakening the devil fruit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they kind of,
he did a lot of stuff with his power. His sand fruit.
I think that's why too Oda like regrets putting him so early, was because he knew like he was supposed to be way more badass.
Yeah, I feel like because we haven't I don't think we've seen actual Crocodile's true potential because he was probably underestimating Luffy back then, so he
Mhm.
wasn't really fighting him serious.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I feel like if he was fighting Dofi, he'd take it serious for well, even from now on.
yeah.
Well, I guess it's time for the last one, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Yes,
It's
yes.
the crew draft.
There we go.
All right, y'all. So this is how it's going to work. We're going to each pick a number. We're going to use a random number generator, and whoever's number is closest goes first for the draft out of what we got 50 characters?
Yeah,
Yes.
50 characters. So y'all know first, second, third, whoever's second furthest from the number, whatever. Y'all know how the order works with
yeah,
this.
yeah. We got it working.
I forgot I was explaining it for the people. My fault. But that's how we're gonna do it. And we each get 10 characters for the end of the draft, and then we've been thinking about putting it on shirts for y'all, and then having y'all vote in the comment section below for whose crew is the best, who you think would win.
Which obviously mine.
Yes, sir. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I know y'all know I'm about to have the best crew, so
No, we'll see. We'll see. All right. I'm gonna share my screen now so that we can choose. So y'all can see we ain't cheating out here. We gonna get this jump started.
all right.
All right. I'm gonna choose. Well, ladies first.
oh,
What number you want?
we're gonna go. I'm gonna pick 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
I knew she was gonna go with that. Go 6.
I hate you.
Are
I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna
you
go
supposed to
7.
go 9? You supposed to go 9. We was in the sync.
Nah. Nah. I was gonna
Oh,
go
so
6.
y'all just gonna go
Listen to
off
what
with
people.
3s.
All right. Y'all
All right,
ready?
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Here we go.
Oh!
Oh, it's the
Oh, are
first.
you serious?
Okay, so
Let's
Suave
go.
gets first
Well,
pick.
Swab cheated because he had to go by 3s.
Oh, man, that
I
was-
get second pick, and Deanseed get third. You can pick any character. You get to choose who you want to be your captain, all that. So choose who would be your captain then, Suave. out of this list.
I wouldn't expect to go first in this situation.
That's
Uh,
what you get.
I know that
Yeah,
is really good.
I should have never said anything, so I could be first.
I know. All right, let's go with. Let me stop playing. Let's go with Ace with the first pick.
Ace as your captain. Oh, you are cheating.
Yes, he did.
All right, I'm using In the Ill as my captain. I'm not saying his name right, so don't put me in the comments so much. Like I was saying, Skypedia last week. I know it's Skypedia, guys, but
Yes.
Oh, I gotta bring up my draft notes.
you messed up. All right, D, who's your captain?
And my captain trying to. I'm looking at the list on my phone too. Let's go with Law.
Damn, we put Law in here. Damn.
I'll take Law.
Embarrassment. All right, Suave is back to you. Who's your vice captain?
All right, vice captain. Let's go. Uh, give me Katakuri.
Oh my
Damn.
goodness. This man, oh, yeah,
You know what? Let's go.
we're gonna have to take off these great people. Ooh, let's see. Who do I want as my vice captain? I'm gonna go Kuma.
Damn, you took Kuma, man.
Ooh,
I know I should have put him as my
like
damn captain.
Kuma.
I was gonna put him as my captain, but I was gonna wait for my second pick to pick him up.
You should have read Kuma.
Damn, I should have just picked up Kuma when I
I
had the
forgot
chance.
all about Kuma.
I like Kuma.
All right.
Give me Marco. I'll take Marco.
Damn, I forgot Margot was here. You're staying in the line. You staying in a line. I see you. I see you. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you took my Kuma. I'm kind of mad about that. I kind of wanted Kuma. Are we trading? Or can we do trades?
Yeah.
We'll think about that in the future. All right, Suave.
I guess a trade.
Who's your doctor? Who's your doctor?
Do we even have enough since we went back to back doctors with Law and Marco? Let me see.
Oh, that's true. I did pick two doctors.
Damn, she
Yeah,
about
that's why we pulled it. All right.
you really making
I
laws.
mean, I could pick somebody else if y'all want.
Nope, it's already too late. We drafted it.
Actually, I got two doctors.
Doctor. Give me Boa in this situation.
Boa?
Yeah,
Bo Hancock.
yeah.
We got her on here.
Yeah, she right there next to Arlon.
We ain't got too much explanation. I don't know. It's just the doctors are gone, so at this point, she might know something.
You know who I'm choosing? I'm choosing Caesar as my doctor.
That makes sense.
Yeah, doctors ain't going.
Oh yeah, the other doctor is Hogback. He's right there next to this Skypea guy. He was the one was it Punk Hazard with the vampire guy?
Yeah, you talking about you ain't got no doctors play. You got doctors everywhere.
There's some doctors on there. I'll take Zeph.
So chef.
Yeah,
My
Suave.
fault. Yeah, I kind of messed it up.
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
messed it up. Yeah, that's Suave, you go next.
All right. Since we're gonna do it like that, give me Mihawk with the next pick.
Where's Mihawk?
Right next to Ace.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know who I'm picking. King.
Oh, I thought you was gonna pick a kid.
I just said Buggy.
I swear he was going kid.
Shut up.
Well, give me Doflamingo since he's still on the damn map.
Oh Mingo.
Where's Mingo? Where's Mingo? Oh,
I
it's
know
top.
he's the first one.
I should have went Mingo. It's cool. Mihawk was a good pick.
Okay, Suave, what's your next pick?
All right. Now I gotta really start looking. King is gone. Let me get
Don't forget
Crocodile.
Crocodile.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, you know who I'm getting? Okiji, Iceman.
Give me Corazon.
Okay.
Spooky.
Suave.
All right, my turn. Let me see. We'll get into the deep of it. Let me get let me get kid, man.
I knew you were gonna do that. I see it happening. All right, yeah, we getting down to the nitty gritty now. We getting.
He said I knew you were gonna do that.
I'm gonna get X Drake.
Okay, yeah, X Drake is good. He's solid.
Give me
Yeah.
this one. Oh, no, I missed one. Give me a Cavendish.
Oh, okay. That's the. Ooh, that's underrated. All right. Let me get the bear.
Bebo.
Bebo.
Yeah, thank you.
He's
Give me
the
the
he's the
navigator.
navigator.
Oh God,
I'll take the navigator at this point.
I'm gonna take Barto.
Give me.
They got Hawkins.
Oh, nah. Give me Mr. Five.
All right,
Just give
ready?
me.
Because I'm about to go right into my next pick. Give me the bull right next to Mr. Five.
Ah,
Veggie.
yeah,
Benji.
Benji.
Yeah, give me him.
You know who I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get Queen.
Oh, this
You
is
can have
moving fast
Queen.
now.
I got me a nice setup right now. My joint's gonna be stacked.
Let me get Bonnie.
All right, all right. I see. Okay. Oh, who you want? You want Buggy? I bet you do, Suave.
Fuck. Let me see who's available.
You got kids. You might as well get Killer.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Let me get Killer.
Oh damn! I was joking. I was just trying to throw you off.
It's,
That was my next choice. I fell under pressure. He's like,
it's getting to that point. It's getting there.
How many? Is this the last round or we got one more?
uh, when you start, it's gonna be the last round. I'm gonna get Orlumbus at the bottom.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Like down to the nitty gritty. Y'all left me with these people.
Got Foxy.
And nobody want Foxy. I'm pretty sure you want Foxy.
Mad Monk, he look like he's strong.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're still available, people.
I'm trying. Let me get Nah, I'm gonna get Apu. Scratch
Uh,
man Apu.
Okay.
Ew.
I
All
ain't even
right,
get
your last pick, Suave. Who's it gonna be?
Last pick.
Mm, damn, I don't think nobody fucking with my crew. My crew is stacked.
I think mine is pretty stacked, but
It's all right.
My John sharp. Let me get Mad Monk.
you got Kid and Killer. Like that's already trash. So
he got multiple trash people on his. He just you picked the worst crew and you had first pick other than Ace and Mihawk in category. He got those three. All right, it's my last pick. Ooh.
something like start hating on my team.
Yeah. I should start. Let's see who we got.
I got a cracker. I got Arlong. Oh man.
You got the ghost chick too. I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
stand her laugh. I
Let me
put in.
see. You know what? I'm gonna get Arlong. Since all my guys have devil fruit powers, you're gonna need somebody to fish me up.
Right.
Damn, do all my people like those too?
Yeah,
I
get you
mean,
horse.
that's a good point. I mean,
That's why I got Mihawk.
He gonna slice the sea in half.
And the teddy bear. He don't got no devil fruit. You know what I mean? And Kid bitch ass. No, Killer. He got a fruit.
Killer got the smile, laugh.
Man,
last pick. Give me Leo. I take little Leo.
this is what.
You just gave up. You just gave
Yeah.
up the whole fight. That's all you did. You just
I
gave
didn't
up.
give up. What's wrong with Leo? I like Leo.
You talk about my crew being ass because I got Kid and Killer. You got Leo the midget. And you got
Exactly.
the
He's strong. Don't
leg
he got the little stitch John up? You see how he was sneak attacking people and y'all not hip.
Kid will box him up in a
Yeah, I'm not gonna fake. Both of y'all's crew is trash.
No, dog, your
You're
crew is
trash
trash.
with you only got King and Queen.
What do you? What?
Like, yo,
I got Kuma. Boom. Whoop the whole straw hat's ass.
oh, that's
King.
like three.
Ooh, I got
Kuma.
Queen. I got Anil. They just freaking
And Neil.
The only reason he lost is because Luffy was made of rubber. Like he's got those guys.
Ironically, I just realized I got Law and Dofi.
Yeah, I know, right? Y'all ain't fucking with Okiji. That nigga will freeze the water.
I forgot about Akiji until you drafted him. I was like, oh yeah, he is on this list.
You got me hopped, so I was like, ooh, I saw him right under you. I was like, yeah, let me.
Right.
I was focusing on my guys.
So nobody wanted Mr. Two?
Nah, I
I
mean,
did. I wanted all the misters. I wanted Mister One, but I was just like, they're stronger people.
Yeah, I wanted Mr. One, but then I was like, I'll take Cavendish. Like, why not?
that's how I felt. I mean,
Kind of crazy.
Bo
You got
was kind of like I felt like once it hit that spot where I couldn't figure out who was gonna be a doctor, I felt like this is where I was like, all
so
right.
you just thought the female could be the doctor, basically.
I mean, at that point, I figured Boa knew something. She was on that island and shit. She had to know something. Like,
This man didn't even look at Hogback. I was like Caesar. I already knew Caesar was the doctor. All right, so this is our teams right here. Let us know which crew you think is best.
yes, sir.
Obviously,
Down and
mine.
out.
Obviously, mine was gonna be that.
I mean,
Y'all know they both dying to my fleet. I can take them both on at the same time. 5 there, 5 there. Shit, 3 there, 8, 7
the
there.
only the only cool person you have is Kuma. So I mean,
What are you talking about? Only cool person playing? That is not the only cool person.
Overrated. That's what we're never gonna
I
go.
got King, I got Queen, I got Enil, I got Kuma, nigga. I got X Drake.
Hawk. I got Ace that knows Conqueror's hockey. I like. I got who else?
Ace is dead. Anyways, continue.
Listen,
I got Okiji, nigga. Bring Ace. Bring Ace.
I'll
Bring Ace.
and that's why I got Katakuri and I got a bunch of people, man.
you just
I got
cheated.
King for category.
Listen, that was a good matchup.
Yeah. I got Barto for kid and killer at the same time.
I got a bunch of the worst generation. Like at this point, I was just like, let me just keep collecting the worst generation.
You got the worst generation.
I just kept grabbing them.
But all right, guys, thank y'all for tuning in for another week of our One Piece talks. I hope y'all tune in next week, and also the clothing will be in the description below. So go buy you some new shirts. I know I'm not wearing the new stuff today. I forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I just been busy, so I only had to real quick setup. But next week we'll have some new clothing out there for y'all to see, and this is peace from the real tree.